All right, let's talk. Are you just tired of spinning your wheels, drowning in trading videos and books, but your account balance just isn't moving in the right direction? We're going to fix that today. We're breaking down a super clear, actionable plan to get you on the path to consistent profits by 2026. And here's a hint. This isn't about learning more stuff. It's about finally doing the right things. Does this sound familiar to you? You're putting in the hours, you're watching the charts, you're learning all these different strategies, but the profits, they're just not showing up. And you're left sitting there thinking, what on earth am I missing? Why isn't this working for me? Well, you are not alone in feeling that way. And I think the answer is going to surprise you. And there it is. This is the absolute heart of the problem. It's not that you don't have enough knowledge. It's not about finding some secret, magic indicator that no one else knows about. The brutal, honest truth is that success in trading comes from eliminating your mistakes and just mastering the absolute fundamentals. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to get real about why you're actually failing. Then we'll walk you through a 5-step plan, starting with building a solid foundation all the way to the final consistency challenge. And we'll wrap up by putting the choice for your future squarely in your hands. Okay, let's just tackle the biggest myth in trading head on right now. Your problem is not a knowledge gap, it's an execution gap. You see, there's a huge difference between knowing what you're supposed to do and actually being able to do it consistently, especially when there's real money on the line. Now look at this, because it really lays it all out. On the left, you've got what we think we need. We're always chasing a better strategy, right? When the brutal truth is, you just need to execute one strategy perfectly. We think we need more indicators cluttering up our charts, when what we really need is more discipline. And we watch endless videos when we should be creating our own personal trading data. All right, enough about the problem. Let's start building the solution. Step 1 is all about creating a rock-solid foundation. This part is completely non-negotiable, and it's built around a really simple but powerful idea: the 1-1-100 rule. 1-1-100. It sounds so simple, and honestly, it is. This rule is designed to be easy to remember because it is the absolute bedrock of this entire plan. So let's break down exactly what this means for you and your trading. Here's what it boils down to. You need to simplify everything to the extreme. Find one proven strategy, not something you made up yesterday, something with a real track record. Then, master one trading pair. Learn its personality inside and out. Focus on one trading session that actually fits your schedule. And then, and this is the most important part, execute it for 100 trades. Not 10, not 20, 100 trades. And this right here, this is the massive mindset shift you have to make. The whole point of these 100 trades isn't to see if the strategy is any good. Hey, someone has already proven that it works. The goal is to test if you can follow the rules without your emotions, your boredom, or your ego getting in the way. You are practicing your own discipline. That's it. Now, during these 100 trades, you're not a gambler anymore. You're a scientist. You track everything. Not just your wins and losses, but the details. Did you actually follow the rules? How long was the trade open? Did the price almost stop you out before it became a winner? This data, this becomes your objective truth. It replaces your gut feelings with cold, hard facts. And it's the foundation for everything that comes next. Okay, let's move on to the next phase. Once you have that foundation of real, personal data, it's time to turn that knowledge into a repeatable skill. And this is all about mastering the process by conquering your own psychology, locking down your risk, and analyzing your data. So, first up in step 2 is battling boredom. Oh man, we've all been there, right? It's that itch you get when the market is slow, that urge to just do something. It makes you force trades that absolutely do not fit your rules. The cure is simple, but it's not easy. Recognize that feeling, close your charts, and just walk away. Then you've got the opposite problem, certainty. It's that feeling that a setup is a sure thing, a can't-miss trade. This is incredibly dangerous because it's what leads you to ignore your risk management rules. The moment you feel the most confident, that is when you have to be the most disciplined. The cure? You gotta pause and double-check that you're still following your plan to the letter. And then there's urgency, or as we all know it, FOMO. That gut-wrenching feeling that if you don't jump in right now, you're gonna miss the big move. This leads to chasing price and getting terrible entries. The cure here is like a little circuit breaker. You feel that urgency? Just stop. Take a breath and wait 30 minutes. If it's a truly good setup, it'll still be there. And finally, there's relief. It's that super tempting feeling to just snatch a small profit off the table to lock in a win, even when your target is way further away. This totally sabotages your strategy's edge because you're cutting your winners short. You have to trust the plan you built back in step one and hold all the way to your target. Look, your goal in mastering your psychology isn't to be a perfect robot 100% of the time. You're human. The target is 95% rule compliance. This acknowledges that, yeah, mistakes are going to happen, but it sets a standard where discipline is the overwhelming norm, not some rare exception. Step 3 is brutally simple, but for some reason, incredibly difficult for so many traders. Lock your risk. Pick a percentage. Let's say it's 1% of your account, and never, ever deviate from it. The second you start risking more on certain trades and less on others, you're not trading your proven strategy anymore. You're trading a random, emotional, and definitely unprofitable system. Consistency and risk is absolutely non-negotiable. And step 4 reinforces what we started in the very beginning. Track everything. Your trading journal is your coach. It's the one thing that will tell you the cold, hard truth. Are you always losing money on Fridays? Does your discipline totally fall apart after 2 losses in a row? The data knows. You have to let the numbers, not your feelings, guide your decisions. And now, for the final step. And honestly, this is the hardest one. This is the marathon. This is about taking everything you've just built and doing it over and over and over again until it just becomes second nature. In this slide, this perfectly illustrates why this is a 6-month challenge. Because this is the real emotional journey of a trader. Month 1, you're learning. Month 2, you're making adjustments. But look at month 3. You will inevitably hit a drawdown, and you're going to question everything. This is where almost everybody quits. But if you stick to the plan, you start rebuilding your confidence in month 4, you begin to see real results in month 5, and you achieve true consistency in month 6. You just cannot skip this process. So we've laid out the entire plan, from building that first foundation to achieving long-term consistency. And really, what it all boils down to is a choice. You can keep hoping for a different result, or you can commit to a disciplined plan that actually produces one. So this is the ultimate question I have for you. What are you going to choose? Is 2026 going to be the year you finally build the skill of profitable trading through a structured, disciplined process? Or is it going to be just another year of chasing shortcuts and hoping for a different outcome? The plan is right here. The choice is all yours. Hey, if you found this breakdown valuable and you want more explainers that cut through all the usual noise with clear, actionable frameworks, do us a huge favor and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.